T'as chaud, dog. Shit.
Non, est-ce que t'es prêt?
Oui.
Fais attention, Ah! Welcome!
You know what time it is?
You know.
Yeah.
Episode 1, the one and only, my boy, Theo. You already know.
What's up? You know what time it is?
Champ in the building.
Not yet, soon, bro.
You know. Alright. So, Theo. Introduce yourself, Tell the people what they want to know. Who are you? Who's Theo Owusu?
Well, first of all, I'm no one serious, guys.
Okay.
Theo Owusu, pro boxer from Montreal here. 30 years old, getting old. Personal trainer. 30 years old. Boxer, personal trainer, and life coach. No, actually, no life coach here.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. Pursuing my career in boxing, man. Honestly, that's all I'm doing. I'm just fighting for a living. I have 6 wins and 1 draw.
Okay.
No losses. Thank God for now.
None.
We see.
So that means you're undefeated.
Undefeated, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what I like,
Yeah.
Mr. Champ. So can you tell us a little bit on like what got you into boxing?
Oh man.
What's the story behind it? Like, what made you take that
we were playing rugby. I was actually with you. We were playing rugby back
True.
in high school, and one day I'm like, yo, I'm too skinny. Let me get some weight. So I decided to go to YMCA to try to,
the one like in the West Island?
Yeah, the one in there.
Yeah.
So I decided to go there just to, try to get big, like, so I look nice and sexy, but
Yeah.
some weight. Then I go in the class. There was some boxing there, and I was like, oh, cool. 1 week goes by, and I think maybe 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks goes by, and I decided to try it, and just fell in love with the sport afterwards.
Nice.
It's history. Since then, it's been 12 years, going my 13 years.
Okay.
And it's been 13 years in the making right now, and that's it, man.
Do you remember first time you stepped in the ring? Like, what was your first experience?
I was scary, man.
Oh yeah?
Both pros and amateurs, man.
Okay.
So the first time I stepped in the ring as an amateur, I remember this fight. I fought this guy. It was till this day, it was one of my favorite fights.
Okay.
We were going non-stop for 3 rounds. His name is Kirk Thompson. His career right now as a pro boxer. He's undefeated. He's amazing.
Okay.
And we had our first fight at the same time. And that fight was a crazy ass fight. We non-stop for 3 rounds. We were punching each other in our faces. The crowd was like on their leg. Everyone was like, for our first fight, we didn't think it was amazing.
Nice. And in amateur, there's no winning, right? There's no winners?
Yeah, there was a winner. I won.
There was?
Yeah. Yeah, I won the first one. I won my first, I think, 10 or 12 fights.
Okay.
And that's when the opposition became a bit harder. But anyways, that fight was the first victory, and I was like, oh, this is not bad,
Nice.
Considering, I had a tough opponent, and I got the win.
And what do you think you would face him again in the pro?
100%. Yeah. We were the same weight. We've been the same weight since the amateur. So eventually, the pros, man, same thing, man. We were in Toronto, and like I knew I was gonna fight pro, but then like when my coach dropped in my hands, and like I was like, damn, this is it. No, it literally took me a whole weekend to realize that like
you're actually fighting.
I'm fighting on TV, bro.
Oh,
I'm getting paid to fight. I was like, I can't go back now. He's dropping my hands. I'm like, I'm shitting my pants. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, fam. And the coach is like, it's time to go to the office. And I'm like, yo, this is it.
Yeah.
Despite I won in the first round, but it was still the fact that like I was in front of people, called my name out, had my song on, then I was like walking. I had my coaches beside me, so it was a whole movie, man.
It felt like watching like Creed, but
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
watch.
that's it.
That's
I was
crazy.
still shitting my pants though. Like, regardless of me walking the ring, I was confident because my coaches were there. I was so scared, bro, because you never know. You know, headgear, 8 ounces gloves.
Yeah.
You might get knocked out. You don't know. You know, so hey,
that's crazy.
yeah.
And when you imagine, like, just stepping in, all the emotions going through your head, like, what goes through your head when you walk? Like, when you walk towards that ring, what is, like, your mindset? Like, what's going through your head at that moment?
Well,
like the last fight they had, at some point you smiled at the camera, but like some other times you're just like focused. You just like, what goes through your head at that moment?
Yo, a lot, man.
Yeah.
At first, I was more negative, like, yo, like, don't get knocked out, don't get this, don't get that. So I'd be nervous. But now I'm like, I came to accept the fact, like, yo, even the best, you know, they lose, they get knocked out.
100%.
That's how you get back up and come back.
Yeah.
So me, I'm like, you know what, like, I'm born for this. God put me in this for a reason. So like, regardless, I'm gonna come out. My trainings I never cheated my trainings. I'm always true to myself when I train. I'm always doing what I gotta do. So now I walk with a big smile, more confident. And it shows, you know, the more confident you are, it shows, you know. So that's what it is.
Nice, man. Do you have any like big influence? Like, you know, I mentioned like creeds or like stuff like that. Like, do you have an influence that got you into boxing? Like when you were young, growing up, and you watched, you looked over at?
I had a few boxers that I would just watch because they were good. Like Floyd, I don't like his personality, but I love his boxing.
Okay.
You know, he's good. Pernell Whitaker is some guys that he's amazing boxer. There's Guillermo Redondo for the movements. So I watched boxers that here, but I don't have anyone that like got me to boxing. Obviously Ali, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier. I got the Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearn, all these guys, Sugar. So I love watching these guys, but they're not the reason why for why I'm boxing. You know?
Okay. And what would be your reason why?
I don't know.
No? You didn't figure it out yet?
I kind of did, but it's not, you know, like for me, I tell people like I box because God wants me to box, and he put me there for a reason, and that's to be determined. I know what it is a bit, but you know, I'm not too sure 100%.
Yeah, you're still discovering it.
So,
I'm
still new in the game regardless.
Yeah.
And the amateurs and the pros, two different world, you know.
Yeah.
I never knew I was going to turn pro till I turned pro. So
okay.
But
your mindset was your mindset to like you were boxing to turn pro?
No,
or you just boxing and then
just to box and then see where it takes me, and then you know the door will open, so I took a chance and here I am.
Nice,
7 fights later, yeah.
Nice.
8 in 2 days. So.
Nice. So, what would you say is the biggest lesson so far that boxing has taught you?
Keep your hands up.
Keep your
hands up. For y'all that watched my last fight, you know, I got a bit too confident. I started a bit too slow. I got caught with a shot. It kind of rocked me. My hands were down.
This one?
Yeah, I did like the stinky leg. You know what I tell people that my shoes weren't properly in.
No.
I had to fix my shoes, so kind of like wobbled a bit, you know.
Oh,
so, yeah, but like, you know what, I got rocked. I admit it, and it's a mistake that I did.
Yeah.
And lesson learned. I'm happy it happened at the beginning of my career, so it shows me that like everyone is dangerous in the first round. Whether you're good, whether you're bad, everyone's fresh. You can get hit with a shot, and it's how you take it. You know, I took the shot, I sucked it up, I came back, second round, third round, knocked him out. And that's what we determined. Instead of me just being like, oh, discouraged, I came back. I changed my game plan with the coach. We spoke about it, and like, you know, we stuck to the game.
Your training bins preparing for this upcoming fight?
Well, I fought last month, bro. So at the end of the training stays the same. You know, I just I had a week off because as soon as I fight, I'm suspended for X amount of days.
Okay.
So I can't train. So as soon as the suspension was off, I was still running, I was still hitting the bag, but no sparring. So I had like maybe 4 sparrings in, and then nothing changed. And I'm ready for 8-rounder anyway, so nothing changed, man. Other than the diet. That's it.
So is the diet been like more strict?
Yeah, well, it's a bit different now. I've been eating more proteins, just trying to get more energy because I have low iron issue in my family. So the low iron really, I discovered. Well, I just discovered. I figured out that like I gotta check my nutrition to help me, and it really helped me the last month.
Okay. And do you have like a nutritionist or something like that?
No. I don't necessarily believe in nutritionists. I feel like if you eat properly, if you know what works for you, you don't need anyone to tell you what to eat.
Facts. As a trainer, you feel like you have the knowledge, and that's it. And what's your typical day-to-day training looking like? Like, what do you do on a daily basis, like on your training days?
So, well, it depends on the day, but most of the time I would wake up at 6. I have clients in the morning, so I go to my clients. Usually around 10:30, 11, I go do my training. So, typical training is, I warm up, skip the rope, I shadow box, depending if I'm sparring or not. I work out with my coach, so I hit the mitts, work on different, we work on the same stuff, honestly. We stick with the basics. Nothing fancy. So like my coach, he's really sticks to the basics, and that's what wins fights. It's not fancy things that's gonna win fights. It's just sticking to the basic, boxing, the jab, keep your hands up, and all those basic stuff. So that's what we do. And most of the time after my training, I go in the sauna just to just chill a bit, relax, recuperate my muscles, and then I go home. Sometimes I take a nap, sometimes I'm busy, but most of the time I would go home, take a nap, and then get ready for my sometimes my evening training or clients in the evening.
Okay, so sometimes you do train 2 times a day?
Yep.
Okay. And since you're a boxer, I feel like even when you just train clients, you're still training.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You're holding sometimes I'm in the gym for 5-6 hours, holding pads with clients, or sometimes even training with my clients, depending, So I'm always moving. That's why I'm always tired.
That's why you need your naps, huh?
Yeah, my naps, my midday naps. People that know me, like they know I need my naps.
Cheers. Which one you focus more? Like you focus mostly like on strength, endurance, or like speed? Like what's your favorite?
Well, it depends on the rounds I'm doing. Like now I'm doing longer rounds. I'm doing 8-rounder, so I'm focusing more on like trying to do my 8 rounds. But at the same time, while doing my 8 rounds, I'm trying to keep the same pace, same strength, same speed. So that's my goal for now. So I want to keep the same pace for 8 rounds. That's my goal. And
so your focus would be endurance, but you also keep your strength at least the same level.
Yeah, I try. Okay. Obviously, it won't be the same, but I try to keep it at the same.
So, like we said, fight coming up February 22nd. So, what's your mindset coming up into this fight? Do you know your opponent?
Yeah. A guy from Argentina. He fought year once with a guy from Montreal a few months ago, and he got stopped on the second round. I've never seen the guy fight. Like we don't have no footage of him the way he fights, so basically we're going in blindly.
Okay.
We saw 2 rounds, but the 2 rounds that we saw wasn't enough, to
really tell
how he is. So the first round we're going just see what I can do, man. Analyze him and try to figure out his style, and hopefully by mid rounds I'll be able to close the show. Nothing's confirmed yet.
Okay.
I'll be bad. I don't know. It's confirmed, but nothing. Like I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but our goal is to finish the show early so that we don't really get paid overtime for boxing. So faster the better.
That's it. So you think you're gonna try to hit that TKO Theo we've been saying, or what?
Yeah. That's the goal, man. I've been working a lot on power. for
Yeah.
the last month and a half. So my goal is just go there and show that, like,
And show who you are, man.
show the power.
That's
Yeah.
it. The power of Christ.
That's it.
What would you say your fans? Because obviously out here we got some fans out here, you know. So what can they expect of you coming up to this fight?
I mean, like I said, man, I'm there to put on a show. I'm just a businessman. I'm there to knock something out. I'm there to give the fans, to give my people, my coaches what they want to see, and to win. But I want to give it in a nice way. You know, it's my first 8-rounder against a tough opponent. You know, he's tough. But we see what we can do, man. I trust God, and that's what I'm here for. So we're gonna deliver.
That's it. So is there anywhere people can watch this fight happen?
Yeah, actually, Go Michel has collaborated with The Zone.
Okay.
The Zone is probably one of the top boxing live streaming or live TV cast in the whole North America, and even in the States too. So I'll be fighting live on The Zone for my second time.
Nice.
First time was in Toronto 2 years ago, and then for my second time, and I'm fighting, third before last, so I'll be fighting people who see me, and for me that's nice. There's still tickets left, so if you want to go on my bio or people in the chat, they have still tickets left. So if you want, contact me, blah blah blah, and see if you hook up with the tickets. But mainly online, you see it online.
So for the people that can't show up in person, they can still watch it on live on TV.
Yeah, live on Zone or even online as well.
We'll link the link on the bio, you know?
Sure.
That's it. How important is it for you to have your fans supporting you and being behind you?
For me, it means a lot, because I'm a people's person, so I love to please people, and boxing is the sport to only please my people, please my fans, please my friends, family, everyone, So I don't really have merch at this moment, but eventually
go check my website. I got a little something.
We'll have our merch. Come check out my fights, fight online. Because what happens is they see the promoters, they see that like, oh, I got fans, so they want to see me fight more often. So then they're gonna eventually call me up and like, yo, we like your fan base, we want you to be online. And this is how I get big fights too. Okay. So, for example, I'll give you an example with Jake Paul, for example. This guy's not a boxer, but because of his fan base, the guy fought with Mike Tyson. It's
based on just the fact that he brings in people in.
That's it.
Okay.
He brings people in. Then if it was me, you'd be like, who the hell is this guy, But if I was a bit out there, and I had a good fan base, you'd be like, yo.
So either people showing up or people buying online, just the fact that people are behind you, showing you support, that's enough.
If it's little things like sharing my posts, liking my post, reposting my stuff, when people see that like, oh, this guy has good fan base, and then
that's how you get more fights. That's how you get more. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting business. Man.
Yeah.
I never knew it like that. Now I have to be. That's why I stepped up a bit more on my social media posting. I don't like being online as much and posting online stuff.
You've never been, bro. I've known you for how many years now, man? The man never really liked social media. Now got no choice, man.
Trying to hire someone to do it for me, but like.
Y'all heard? If you know anybody that takes care of social media, hit up.
Cheap price. I'm not rich yet. Other than that, man, just like reposting, showing up for the fights, and supporting, man. Me, I'm all about supporting some local businesses, especially the people I know, my friends and all. Even if
I see that right away. Like man got on the ring and he said, "Yo, Lucky, I need your logo on my shorts." And look at me sponsoring, my boy. We help each other, we bless each other up. That's all it is, community. day one, man. Like I remember first few people I was asking to cut their hair, they were like, nah, but this man said, yeah.
Blindly took it, bro.
He blindly took it. He said, yeah, I got you. And look at us now, 15 years later, still cutting your hair, making you fresh before every fight.
To bring you back to life.
You know, sometimes I gotta beg him to come get a haircut before his fights because the man's too busy. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Theo, you didn't book a haircut, your fight is too boring. He's like, oh, yeah.
I've been looking crusty, dusty, boy.
You know? I gotta
be like,
make sure.
yo, man, come get here. I'm like, yeah.
You know, so that's why I'm like, first episode of this, I had to call my boy. You know, his fight was coming up too, so I said, you know what? Let me hook him up, man. Let me make sure he looks good for this fight. Comes home with another W. You know, if God wills. All right. So, what do you do outside of boxing? Like, do you have hobbies? Other things you do?
When I wish. It depends. In winter time, I love doing activities, but I don't do anything because I'm always tired. Especially when I'm training in training camp. Like, the year started and
yeah, so far
I had a fight. I had a fight in January, so I couldn't really. Yeah, like I went skating once or twice. You know, I like to snowboard. But this year I've been too busy with just training and fighting, so I can't really do these activities. But in summertime, I love being on the water. I have a motorcycle, so I like to be on the road with a motorcycle. My hobbies, man.
Spending time with your fams, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Every time my family's having a hobby, spend time with my loved ones, man. I like to travel. Traveling is my favorite hobby. Expensive hobby, but my favorite hobby. Whenever I can, I try to see where I can go.
I know the past 3 years, man. Every time after a fight, you always fly out.
That's on poor, man. What do you expect? See, money, man, and by the end of the day, for me, it's like, yeah, money is good, but memories, man, they last forever. So that's my motto. That's why I'm always traveling. I try to travel 2-3 times a year, and just explore the world, man.
That's it. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my invite, man. Just saying.
Yeah. Where?
Yeah?
Where?
Wherever. I'm still waiting, bro.
Yeah, I'm going on a trip at the end of March, and then after
how would you say you stay motivated?
I don't stay motivated, man.
What do you mean?
It's all discipline.
Okay.
Motivation is temporary, man. Sometimes, some days you don't wake up, you feel good. Some days you don't feel good, but you still gotta do it. You still gotta do what you gotta do. Like right now, I have to go to the sauna and do 3 pounds. Am I motivated to do it? No. Do I have to do it? Yeah. So,
are you gonna do it?
I have no choice.
That's it.
I have no choice. So that's why, at this point, motivation is good, but it never lasts. You know? Tell me though.
You don't run necessarily on motivation. You just know what you have to do and you do it.
That's it. At the end of the day, it's like working. Some days you don't want to work, but you got bills to pay, so you gotta do it. It's the same thing, man. Some days I don't want to train, but I know that I have to do it because whilst I'm training, whilst I'm thinking about slacking, someone else is training. So for me, I can't be overworked.
All right. So, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh man, 5 years from now.
What would you want to have accomplished 5 years from now?
A world title belt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my goal. I'm not aiming for less. You know, if I'm able to aim for less, I wouldn't be boxing. My goal is to get a world title.
In a specific category,
same thing, man.
Okay.
135, 140. That's one of my weight classes. It's a belt.
Okay.
And until I get that belt, I'm not gonna stop.
Nice.
So.
And what do you need to get that belt? What's the step for you to get to a belt fight?
Well, right now I'm planning this year to go for a minor belt, so a intercontinental Canadian title belt, and then from there, with my coach, we see the options, man. He knows more than I do, so I'm just there. He tells me what to do, and I just go.
You just go.
Yeah, because he knows. He has the experience, he has the knowledge, the wisdom. and I gotta just do. My goal, anyways, in boxing is not to be there for too long, man. I just I gotta do what I gotta do, get my belt, and then retire with no minimum brain damage and all, you know. Cause I want a family too. I want kids, so I don't want to be a father that's, you know, God forbid, like, with a handicap.
Yeah.
In a way.
Because there's dangers with this sport, no?
Yeah, people die every year in this sport.
Wow.
And it's not a forgiving sport, you know. There's people. I give you an example with Adonis Stevenson. You got a few shots, and now like he's not the way he used to be anymore. And it sucks, you know. You know, like, thank God he's still alive. We still have, you know, he still do his day-to-day routine, but it's no longer the same.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we said earlier, you know, like, I'm one of your sponsors. Luckylefty.thebarber sponsors Theo soup.
Yeah.
Like how important or how nice it is to have like sponsors and
it's honestly, for me, I love it because it shows that, like, people believe in me, you know. You know, it's like you, for example, you're like one of my homies, and you're like, yo, I believe in my boy, and at the same time, me, it's like, I want to support my homies, so I'm like, yo, I'll put you on my short so that, like, you know, if anyone wants a barber, or they see, like, who's Lucky Lefty, and then they're like, oh, it's a barber, oh, let me go see if it's good, and then they see that, like, that's why I go all the time.
It's like dona, like, it's like give and give, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
Which is dope.
It's cool to have sponsors, but I don't want too many of them.
Too much,
yeah. They're doing too much of everything, too much. So what I have right now, I'm satisfied in.
And what would be your words of wisdom to anybody watching this video, wanting to pursue the boxing life? Like, what would be your word of wisdom? Like,
don't wait to start. I started boxing at 18. I started super young, so many people have started boxing at the age of 10, 8, 12. You know, I started old, so people think it's always too late, but it's never too late to start. Try it. If you don't like it, then stop. By the end of the day, like, if you don't try, you'll never know.
That's it.
Most people, they grow old, and 95% of them regret so many things in life because they didn't try it, or they didn't have the guts to try it, or
they didn't go all the way.
Yeah, exactly. And me, I'm a firm believer that, like, if you want something, you go for it.
Yeah.
I'm old, and people tell me, like, yo, you're 30, and I'm like, waiting what? This is waiting.
I mean, man's looking like
I'm
still
looking young, but you know, your body don't lie, bro.
Yeah.
At the age of 30, bro, you look up at the morning, your back, your knees, and, like, it's not forgiving, but at the end of the day, man, it's like I'm here saying at least I tried. Of whatever I do. I always try. If I fail, then whatever. I get back up, I try again, you know? So don't give up. Don't wait too long. You know, get your ass up, do what you gotta do. If you're starting a business, start a business. If it's traveling, if it's get to travel alone, take a flight, wherever you want, whatever it is, man. You'll really learn, you know. And if you don't do it, you're not gonna learn. People just, you know, as I said, people regret for not doing things in life, and you don't want to be like them. So just do what you gotta do and try, man.
Any shout outs you'd like to do? Anybody in the sports that you'd like to shout out? Anybody?
First and foremost, shout out to God for being there for me. Second of all, I got my barber, obviously. Shout out to Mark, to you. Shout out to my friends, to my coach. To my fans, to my supporters, to people that are buying tickets to watch my fight, watch it online. There's people that I have no clue who they are, and there's this guy, for example, every time I fight, he sends me a message saying, like, congratulating me for my fight and good luck to the fight. I have no clue who he is, but every fight, it's been 7 fights and he does it all the time.
Nice.
Shout out to people that just, like, you know, telling me, like, good luck messages, or just sending me messages, texts, phone calls, all that stuff. It means a lot. I can't always answer because after the fight, you know, you're always busy. And I try to answer to everyone, man. And yeah, man, that's a shout out to everyone for just being there, man, being supportive, especially the West Island, the people that I've been to school with.
Yeah.
You know, it's small, you know, so not many people, or not many champions, or not many pros have been in the West Island. So I know my people are behind me, and Montreal, Quebec, Canada, everywhere, man.
That's it.
Shout out.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Support is very important. Gotta be there. Gotta show up for your loved ones, for the people you know.
That's it.
You know, we do it every day for the Louis Vuittons and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. Y'all be buying Louis Vuittons, and not knowing who even created Louis Vuitton, but then your friend is there, and then support your friends, support whoever it is, man. Your barber, your local.
Gotta support your people.
Anything, man. Yeah.
And honestly, good luck. We'll put the link to watch the fight online, and also the link to buy the tickets, even if it's last minute, if you can make it.
Yeah, there's still a few tickets left, guys. So it's gonna be a great event. The main event is going for the IBF and the WBC Intercontinental Champion. So it's gonna be a nice fight, man. It's gonna be a nice event, nice fights, nice people, nice vibes. If you've ever been to a pro gala, guys, invite your girlfriend, your boyfriend, invite your frenemies, your enemies, invite your dog, your cat.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good vibe, man. Everyone's there to vibe, everyone's there to have fun. So see y'all there.
That's it. My boy.
Thanks for the cut, man. G. Respect. We out.